Alright folks, good afternoon or morning or whatever time you're watching this evening. I'm here. We sold this yesterday. It sold on eBay. We had got this from somebody had a garage sale and put all the stuff that didn't sell on the curb there for trash. And this was part of it. I brought it home, cleaned it, tested it, then cleaned it up. And it got cold super quick, like within 15 minutes, freezing cold. Works perfect. Got all the outlets for it, and this sold for full asking price on eBay for $325 plus the shipping. Right now, luckily, I found a big enough box that fits it just perfect. It does have these handles on the side here, so I think it's going to help protect it when I put it in the box. So it's pretty snug in the box. I got some of this lining from estate sale help clean up, and then we got all the stuff. This was part of it's like some lining to a what's that called, the shelving lining. So I put a couple down in the bottom of my box here. I'm going to probably, let's see, I got some pieces of styrofoam, I believe. I'll throw maybe a little thin piece of styrofoam up in here. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's going to fit. I might use plastic instead. But I'm going to use a couple layers of this stuff right here. Put it down so it gets a nice little padding. I'll put some of my plastic wrap down right here. So this is a pretty big item. It's actually not as heavy as what it looks. So we're not too bad right there. So there. And it gives me enough room on the sides to pack stuff in here with this. So we'll set this in the box. I did give it a little wipe down. So it had been sitting underneath my desk for, it's been up for a couple months now. I'm not sure exactly, but it's been a while. But we're glad to see it go. All right, let me, oh yeah. This is actually just like the perfect size for this. I don't know if you guys can see, but look at this. It's like the perfect size. There's enough stuff on each side of it. I got a couple pieces of styrofoam I will shove in here on probably both sides just to give it a little padding. On these sides here, it does got them handles, but I really want to protect this condenser side. So put a couple there. I got another piece of styrofoam. We'll pack in here. Give it a little. I get all my packing supplies for free, so I'm using what I got around here. And I'll probably pack it with this as well. Oh, I got some more styrofoam. Let me tear this up and put this on the sides. Tear some pieces up and shove in here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna put styrofoam around it, like just shove it in little crevices here, so if it does take a hit, it'll help absorb it during shipping. It is pretty heavy duty already, so I feel like, I'm just gonna make it tight and pack it in as tight as possible and put some of this styrofoam all around it, so it helps protect it during the shipping. We'll definitely try to put a lot of plastic on the top here, but I really want to get like around this condenser, like right there. Just throwing styrofoam up here, hoping to fill this thing up so that it's got padding in a couple different places. So, like I said, it does protect it during shipping. I feel like I had just enough styrofoam to pack this up pretty darn good. Maybe one right here, and maybe a couple pieces on the top here. That way, on the lid, it's got a couple stuff to stop it. Alright, I kind of just put it around it. Oh yeah, I was going to put this on top as well. Some more of these. And I do got some trash bags. I think I'll go put some, not trash bags, I meant like Walmart bags and stuff. I'm going to go grab that. We got a bunch of that. And I'm going to just shove it around this. Watch, watch, watch. There we go. And that's going to be it. Actually, I might just use this stuff. I think I got plenty right here. And my wife had truck today at her store, so I'll be getting more of this plastic stuff. So I'll just go ahead and use this stuff. It is free. The plastic bags, we got to spend money to get groceries, so I guess that's not really free. We're paying for the groceries, but I always try to bag, when we're doing self-checkout, I try to use like a bag for every item, just so I have all the plastic bags in case I run out of other packing material. They work wonders as well. So yeah, but this trash light here, I guess you call it, works wonders. I'm going to pull this piece out. I'm going to shove some of this plastic underneath this styrofoam right here to keep it so it's kind of centered around the coils here. I want to make sure the coils are nice and protected during shipping. But yeah, this box actually had some clothes in it that I was needing to list, and I looked at it because I brought in a bunch of boxes from our storage, trying to figure out if I had a box that would fit this, and they were just a bit too small. I was looking at this, I was like, man, I had a bunch of coats and overalls in them. Some a Carhartt was in this box, and I cleared all that to make room for the packing, because $300, I want to make sure it's in a nice, good box. I was gonna Frankenstein a box together, but since I was able to find this box, it worked out just perfect. The day before, I had to ship a vacuum cleaner, which we had to go out and find a box. Luckily, we found that box for the vacuum cleaner, which I was actually able to save some money on the vacuum cleaner. When I had estimated the shipping, normally I just look, and I take my measuring stick or tape, and I measure and kind of guesstimate the size of the package I will. So when I measured for the package on the vacuum, I measured that it had the handle on it still. And when I sold it, I actually took the handle off, which shortened it about, say, like almost probably like 10 inches or so. So I cut off 10 inches on my shipping and actually was able to pocket a few more dollars on my shipping because I was able to get it in a smaller package. So I don't know what I guesstimated this one out to be yet. I know I've probably put a little bit over, and this box just happens to be the perfect size. So I might be able to pocket a little bit more on my shipping, because normally what I do is I do the buyer pays calculated shipping and pass my savings on to the buyer. So they get the savings. And, I just feel like, I don't know, some people charge for their shipping, but I feel like it kind of draws people in to buy from me that I do calculated shipping. Uh, and I guesstimate my stuff. I don't get spot on. I will like take my ruler right here, and I'll normally put like maybe 2 inches on each side bigger than whatever the item is. That way I know whatever I put it in is going to be big enough. And I've gotten pretty good at Frankenstein boxes and custom making boxes, so I normally make it fit pretty tight. But yeah, this is working out wonderful, guys. There's no shaking in here. Look, I'll show you guys real quick. This is what we got. But that thing is not going nowhere. It's not loose. Everything's real tight on it. So I feel like this is, it's not the most beautiful pack job, but it's secure, it's safe, and, I might actually put insurance on this one, because I think insurance only covers up to $100. So I'll probably spend the extra $400 for the extra insurance in case it is damaged during shipping, so I'm not out all that money. I don't know if it's shipped with FedEx or UPS yet. Like I said, I haven't checked the label, but it's most likely FedEx, I feel like. And I've used FedEx a lot, and we've had some stuff get damaged during shipping. So we are very familiar with the whole process of filing claims. And they do pay. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but we normally, get our funds back. We'll refund the buyer, put the claim in, and we'll get a check in the mail to us. And sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it's pretty quick. We haven't been shipping with them as much lately, so I feel like this sucker is good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect, guys. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I really like how that turned out. Because this is a heavier box, a heavier duty item, I'm going to use duct tape. If you want to look right here, we're going to use duct tape. Oh, there we go. To make sure it's nice and snug and it doesn't come off. I put duct tape on the bottom across it as well, just to give that extra stronger tape. I want to make sure it don't come apart. So I'm going to use a couple straps of duct tape, and then I'll use my clear packing tape and tape it up real good as well. But yeah, I'm almost out of this roll of duct tape. I don't use duct tape a lot because it's pretty expensive if I were to tape all my boxes up with duct tape. But for an item like this where they pay a lot of money, I will make sure, they're helping me buy a lot of stuff, feed my family, pay the bills. So I'm going to, well, that's empty on that. I feel like that's good right there. I'm going to take some of my Scotch brand clear packing tape now and go over the sides here. I'll probably end up going around it and everything. I'll put one right here. Get that good. Get this good. And then I will weigh it on my scale. I won't be able to use my normal food grade scale for this. I'm going to have to get my person scale. One that will hold me to get it. All right. I'm going to put a couple more on each side of this tape. There we go. All right, folks. And thank you if you've stuck around this long watching the video. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. But that's how I ship larger items. I just try to give it as much padding as possible. That way, it's real good. I feel like this is nice. Nice there. We're good. There's pat. I could throw it around and be comfortable with that. I did pick some of these up at our local bin store. I picked up 2 rolls of these. We got, I think it was either $1 Day or $2 Day, but I got 2 of these full of fragile stickers. So we've been going to the bin store and trying to pick up stuff for the business. I had a bunch of thank you cards and thank you notes. I ran out of those already. So that means we've done a lot of sales because I don't know how many there was, but they went pretty quick. I was putting them in all the packaging. So we'll throw these labels everywhere on it. And maybe 2 on top, maybe. And I don't know if that's going to add to my shipping weight, but throw a couple on the bottom. Look, I can turn this sucker upside down and it's not moving around. So I know it's packed real good. There we go. All right. So there we go, folks. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, give me a follow. Like it. And if you found this learn where you learn something today. I'm glad I could share the knowledge. I learned by just getting in there and doing it. So, folks, don't be afraid to ship larger items. I think one of my first sales was a rock tumbler, which was pretty big. So yeah, don't be afraid to package some items. Clothes are easy on shipping, but sometimes you can make good money at the bigger items. So